Indonesia and Malaysia have hailed closer bilateral ties as leaders of both met for talks in Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia's Prime Minister says both sides have agreed to enhance cooperation in defence and trade. Anwar Ibrahim tells his counterpart that Indonesia has a wealth of valuable experience. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto noting the close relationship as well as many mutual shared interests. Today marks the Indonesian leader's first official visit to the country since taking office last October. And for more, Afifah Ariffin joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Afifah, what has come out of talks between President Prabowo and Prime Minister Anwar?
Well, the talks between Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and President Prabowo emphasized the strong and unique ties between Malaysia and Indonesia, their shared history, culture and close cooperation as neighbouring ASEAN nations. And speaking at the joint press conference after their meeting, both leaders had renewed their commitment to resolving long-standing bilateral issues such as border disputes and labour concerns. And this, they say, is underpinned by a shared political and strategic will to address these challenges quickly and effectively. Both leaders also agreed to deepen collaboration in areas like defence, trade and the energy sectors. Notably, they discussed accelerating joint efforts between state energy companies Petronas and Pertamina. Additionally, the leaders also spoke about the importance of ASEAN unity, ASEAN centrality, recognizing that stronger collaboration between Indonesia and Malaysia is vital in amplifying the region's voice on the global stage. Let's listen into what they said about bilateral and regional cooperation earlier.
Kita senang dengan perkembangan ini yang menunjukkan keistimewaan, keunikan persahabatan dan hubungan yang tidak berlaku di antara mana-mana negara lain. Tentunya kita punya sejarah yang sangat dekat, bahasa budaya dan juga kedekatannya dari segi kesepadanan yang sama.
Pandangan-pandangan Malaysia dan Indonesia perlu kita konsultasi terus, perlu kita sinergikan terus bersama kawan-kawan dari ASEAN lainnya. Hanya dengan persatuan di antara negara-negara ASEAN, hanya dengan kerjasama yang baik di antara kita, suara kita lebih didengar.
Afifah, later on this bulletin, we'll be looking at Mr. Prabowo's 100 days in office. Now, that is the 100-day mark today. Now, he is, relative to his predecessor, a bit of a globe-trotting leader. But Malaysia, for him, is his first official destination in Southeast Asia since taking office. Does this visit further enhance those, as you mentioned, strong and unique ties between these two Southeast Asian countries?
That's right, Wei Su. Well, this visit really highlights the political will to strengthen the ties between Malaysia and Indonesia. Mr. Prabowo has visited Malaysia 3 times since winning the presidential election in February last year. This includes an unofficial visit before his inauguration, a working visit earlier this month on the 9th of January, and now this state visit. And earlier, both leaders emphasized their long and close personal relationship, which is something that observers say plays a very significant role in fostering goodwill and collaboration between the two countries. Now, we know that since taking office in October 2024, President Prabowo has made active engagement with other nations a hallmark of his diplomacy. It's all part of his goal to raise Indonesia's position on a global stage. And another objective is, of course, to court companies overseas to invest in Indonesia and to support his policy pledges. We see his hands-on approach. It's something that's evident in the sheer number of bilateral visits he has made, his participation at high-profile regional and global forums like APEC, for example, the G20. And in his first 100 days, we saw he visited 9 countries. Right before Malaysia, we know he was in India, where he was the chief guest at the Republic Day ceremony. So that's his approach to his foreign policy and his diplomacy that we've seen in the last 100 days.
Oh, thanks. Afifah Ariffin reporting live there in Kuala Lumpur. Prabowo Subianto, of course, visiting Kuala Lumpur right now and meeting with the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim.